Hello everyone, I am Hina, Assistant Professor, Sanatan Dharam College, Ambala, Kent. Today, I'll discuss with you the next concept, that is principles of management. So, what are principles? Principles are the general guidelines which may identify the problems and run the organization accordingly. The statements that guides how to act, how to work are principles. If we talk about principles of management, then two famous names came in our mind. Henry Fayol, who gave us fundamental principles of management, and second one, F.W. Taylor, whose teachings are called as scientific principles of management. So, let's discuss first fundamental principles of management. First principle is division of work. This principle says that whole work should not be given to one individual. That must be divided into smaller parts, and each individual should be assigned only one part. If an individual is assigned only one part as per his capability, then benefits of specialization can be achieved. Second principle is authority and responsibility. What this principle says? It says that if you are giving an authority or if you are giving a responsibility to an employee, then authority must go hand in hand. It means if a particular work is given to a particular individual, and of course he is responsible for the result, and if he is responsible for the result, then he must be given sufficient authority to discharge his responsibility. Third principle is discipline. This principle says that the whole rules and regulations should be obeyed by superior as well as subordinates for the successful working of any organization. It is required. Next one is unity of command. It means in a company or in a department, an individual employee must receive orders from one superior only at one time. It means employee should be responsible or answerable only to one superior at a particular time. One superior can give orders to more than one subordinate, but one subordinate cannot receive orders from more than one superior. If it is so, then the work will be done efficiently. Next principle is unity of direction. It means there should be a proper plan for a group of objectives. It means if activities having a similar objective, that must be completed under the supervision of one person, and that plan must be with that particular supervisor. Next one is subordination of individual interest to general interest. It means individual is not a priority. Of course, organization must be at the top. So, always keep this thing in the mind that an organization should take the priority over the interest of any particular individual employee. Next principle is remuneration to employees. This principle states that employee should be paid a fair remuneration. At least he must enjoy a proper standard of living. It's not like that you get the work from employees but you are not paying well to them. So their enthusiasm will be decreased. So employees should be remunerated properly. Next principle is centralization and decentralization. What centralization means? That the power of taking decision is in one hand only. That is, that may be in the hands of manager or that may be in the hands of superior, whereas decentralization is opposite to it. Decentralization means dispersal of power in many hands. It means if employees wants to give suggestion, then they may give it. If employees want to take decision for the work for which they are responsible, then they may take it. So this is the difference between centralization and decentralization. So this principle states that it must not be a complete centralization or complete decentralization. There must be a combination, or there must be effective centralization and decentralization both in an organization. Our next principle is scalar chain. Fayol describes the scalar chain as the chain of supervisor ranging from the ultimate authority to the lowest rank. It means authority and communication moves either from highest to lowest, or suggestions or any complaints move from the lowest to highest rank in a straight line. An employee should feel free to contact his supervisor through the scalar chain, but every order, message, request, instructions or explanation has to pass through a particular scalar chain. So, next principle is order. A right person should be placed at a right job and a right thing should be placed at a right place. Our next principle is equity. This principle states that a manager or a superior should treat their subordinates or employees as fairly as possible. Equal treatment should be given to every employee. Next is stability of personnel. Personnel must not frequently enter and exit the organization. It means there should be a stability of tenure of the employees so that the work of organization or any company continues efficiently. Next one is initiative. It means every employee must be given an opportunity to initiate or to give suggestions or to make any decision. It means it will motivate him to do better and better. So next principle is esprit de corps. What this principle states? It states that a manager should continuously make efforts to develop a team spirit among the subordinates. If the feeling of team spirit will come in the mind of subordinates or employees, then they will not do anything for the progress of but they will do everything for the progress of whole department or whole organization. It means we should use the word we, that is for team. instead of I, that is for a personal or a one subordinate. So these all were the fundamental principles of management given by Fayol. Thank you.